Hi everybody, my name is Dr. Hilary Booth and I'm a naturopathic doctor and welcome to my video blog. This week we're going to be talking about cold and flu prevention. I know that it's still really nice outside and the farthest thing from your mind is cold and flu. But the biggest mistake that I see lots of people making is that they don't prepare their bodies in advance of cold and flu season so that when all those germs and bugs start to hit when the weather turns, their bodies aren't ready. So today I'm going to give you 5 things that you can do that are really simple that you can start doing right now to get your body ready for cold and flu season this year. Tip number 1 is to get more sleep. Studies show us that when we don't get enough sleep, our T cells, which are a really important part of our immune system, they're like our little soldiers in our army that go around making sure that all the bad guys, all those bacteria and viruses that cause cold and flu get killed before they even make us sick. So the number of T cells when we don't get enough sleep actually goes down profoundly. So when we don't have enough soldiers, we're not able to fight off any bugs that come our way. So how much sleep do you actually need? Adults need between 7 to 8 hours and maybe more per night in order to make sure that you're getting adequate rest. But many of us are getting this much sleep, but we're not getting that quality sleep that we're looking for, meaning you may be getting 8 hours of sleep every night and waking up feeling not rested. And that's another big indicator that your sleep isn't what it should be. So when you're fighting off infections, you're going to require more than 7 to 8 hours per night. And we want to make sure that this is quality sleep where you're waking up feeling well rested. There's lots of things that I can do to help you with this as your naturopathic doctor, but things you can do right away at home include turning off your cell phones and electronics, including TVs, iPads, everything, at least 30 minutes before bed. This allows your brain to actually start shutting down and going into sleep mode a little bit sooner so you can get a better quality sleep. Also, I recommend no sugary snacks before bed. A lot of people do a bedtime snack of something like a bowl of cereal, and that's going to be low in protein and fat and really high in carbs and sugar, and that may cause a poor sleep. Use a sleep mask or blackout shades so that you can have a pitch black room or pitch black over your eyes to sleep in, and that's going to allow you to have a better quality sleep as well. And the final thing you can do that's really easy is reduce bedroom clutter. This subconsciously allows you to get into a deeper, more restful sleep. My tip number 2 is making something really cool called change of season soup. This is a traditional Chinese thing to do that actually is a tea or a soup base that's made to stimulate that immune system, and you do it 4 times per year as the name change of season soup. So this soup or tea contains 4 herbs. It has astragalus, Codonopsis, Dioscorea, and goji berries. And these 4 are put all together in a big pot, boil the heck out of it for about 2 to 4 hours. You strain out those herbs, and then you can use that either as a tea, you can just drink that on its own, it's delicious, or you can use it as a soup stock base, and you can make something really nice and fall like a butternut squash soup with it. This will stimulate your immune system and boost up your army that you're sort of ready to fight anything that comes its way. So you can buy it pre-packaged at lots of herb stores, including a place called Herbie's Herbs. What I love is at Queen and Bathurst right near me. Or you can go and source out all 4 of those different herbs and make it yourself. My number 3 tip that you can do is to start a supplement regime. So we want to, of course, do something that's specific to you and your body. If you're somebody that gets sick all the time and you are down for the count every time you're sick, or you get something more severe like strep throat or bronchitis every year, then we want to consider doing something even more for you. But a great thing to start off with that is good for everybody is vitamin C. Now, it doesn't matter to me what form you get it in, but vitamin C in and of itself is an immune booster. So you can take 2 to 4 grams per day. This is a lot more than most people take. And this number can be increased if you are feeling like a cold or a flu is coming on, or if you're already sick. Interestingly, the body's ability to absorb vitamin C increases a lot when we are sick, so you can take more vitamin C when you're not feeling well. The second thing you can take is vitamin D. This is extremely important for Canadians, especially because we are across the board deficient in vitamin D. OHIP actually no longer covers vitamin D testing because we're told as doctors to just assume that all patients are deficient in vitamin D. So a daily dose of 1,000 IUs per day, that's usually 1 drop. I really like to recommend liquid, fat-soluble forms of vitamin D, and to take it with food because vitamin D is a fat-soluble vitamin. So that'll help your absorption go way up. This dose is really great for most people, but again, chat with your naturopathic doctor to see if you should be taking more or less. Finally, probiotics. 70% of the immune system is in the gut. This means that it's really important to make sure that that gut flora is healthy and happy. This can often get thrown off if we're taking antibiotics, if we're taking certain medications, including the birth control pill, if we're really stressed out, or if we've had a history of issues with our digestive tract. So when we take a probiotic, it can recolonize that gut to make sure the good guys are living there and help to limit the amount of bad guys that tend to live there in its place. So if you've heard me talk about probiotics before, I'm extremely passionate and extremely specific about which ones are good and which ones are bad. Most of them out there I do not approve of, but you can watch my video on probiotics to find out more about that. Or if you want to just take it very simply, find one that's refrigerated, find one that is multi-strain, not just Lactobacillus acidophilus, and find one that has a dose of 10 to 15 culture-forming units, 10 to 15 billion culture-forming units in it, and that should be sufficient for you. My number 4 tip is an awesome one. Get a B12 shot. It's really simple, it's really quick, and it's affordable. Vitamin B12 is a vitamin that helps out in many areas of our body. It helps us detoxify, it helps us change our food into energy, it helps you cope with stress, and it helps your immune system to work effectively by multiplying our white blood cells, which again are part of that big army that we've been talking about. So if you are deficient in B12, or if you feel like you want a little boost before we go into cold and flu season, you can book a B12 shot online at our website at daruwellness.com, and you don't actually have to come in for a full initial consult. We'll just do a mini consultation and give you the B12 injection right then and there if we decide that it's appropriate for you. My number 5 tip is our nutrition. Of course, I always talk about nutrition, so there are some really simple steps that you could do to boost up your immune system. First is get enough protein. Many people don't know that your immune system cells, those little soldiers, that army that we've been talking about, is made up of proteins. So if we are protein deficient, we are going to be immunodeficient as well. So you want to aim to have 20 grams of protein approximately with every meal of your day. This means having a scoop of protein powder, or a hand-sized portion, including the thickness and size of meat, poultry, or fish, or half a cup of a legume like beans or chickpeas will give you that 20-gram portion of protein, and then choosing high-quality snacks as well. The second thing you can do is minimize your sugar. Every time you eat sugar, your body's immune system takes a hit for 6 whole hours. So you can curb those sugar cravings with healthy alternatives. Things like almond butter, hummus, having avocado, or having chia pudding are all great ways of getting great snacks that aren't sugar heavy. And the easiest thing that you can do for your body is make sure you're eating a wide variety of dark, leafy vegetables and other deeply colored veggies. The darker the color, typically the better the antioxidants and vitamin content is in that veggie. And so you want to give your body all the vitamins and nutrients and minerals that it needs in order to build up that immune system to its strongest. Other things that are great are onions, ginger, garlic, thyme, and any other herbs that you might be using are a great way to give that immune system a little boost. So let's do a quick recap. Number 1 was to get more sleep, making sure you're getting good quality and good quantity of sleep. Number 2 was to make that change of season soup or tea every single change of season, so 4 times per year. Number 3 is to start a supplement regime. That could include something like vitamin C, vitamin D, and or probiotics to start, and more if you might need it. Number 4 is to get a B12 shot. You can book these online with me if you feel that's something that would work for you. And number 5 is to get enough nutrition in your day through good quality foods. We're talking dark leafy greens and veggies, we're talking minimal amounts of sugar, and we're talking enough protein that that immune army can build big and strong reserves so that it can fight off any of those cold and flu infections. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. My name is Dr. Hilary Booth, and I work at Daru Wellness. You can find me online at daruwellness.com, or you can call our office to book an appointment. Just a reminder here that I do free health seminars. I will chat about whatever topic may pertain to you, to your office, or other small group, maybe a book club or something like that. Please get in contact with me if you want to hear more about that. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and I wish you all a really happy and healthy cold and flu season.